everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you can't see here already, I may or may not have my hamster cage put up and some bedding out, and that is because I'm getting ready to adopt a hamster soon. So I thought, what better way to start transitioning into that, none other than looking at some of the top rated hamster cages on Amazon. And I know that some of the cages probably won't be the best, but we are going to go through these and we're going to dive through the first 5 ones that they give us. I want to see what are rated 5 or 4 stars and above on Amazon for their hamster cages, because I know not everybody can get a night angel cage, not everybody can custom build one. So some people honestly do go in here and they just search up hamster cages and they pick one that comes from here. So we are going to go through and see if these are actually really good ones that are being recommended and left high reviewed. So the first one that we have here is the Ultimate Hamster Cage Metal Frame Guinea Pig Habitat Rat House Hedgehog Cage Critter Nation Cage Movable. They just had to put the word movable in there. This is basically like that, pretty sure it's the Paw Hut cage. This is for $89.99. This literally reminds me of the Paw Hut cage. If you guys know what I'm talking about, this is also a really popular hamster cage option that I see a lot of people do. Like, the thing about this one is, and I can't speak on for like the rats and everything like that. Guinea pigs, I personally would not put guinea pigs in here. Hedgehogs and rats. Well, hedgehogs I know for sure. I don't know anything about. Rats like a lot of verticals, so like I'm not sure how well that would do for them, but I'm just here to speak about for hamsters. Obviously, if you know, you can add to it in the comment section below, but like I can't speak on anything that I don't know anything about, you know. For hamsters, this cage is basically what I'm thinking of. A lot of hamsters actually would chew through this, and it's crazy because it literally says anti-chewing edges. So the fact that they want to put rats in here as well makes me also nervous, because I know rats are also big on chewing, especially seeing that this is wooden floors. Rats and hamsters definitely could chew through this if they want to. So I definitely would probably not recommend it. And then also the problem that you run into with the wooden cages is when they pee and it like seeps through, it's like absorbed into that wood, so it might be hard to actually get it out of there. And then as well as hamsters don't need vertical space, they really just need like length. I couldn't think of the word. Having 3 layers, like 3 levels to this, isn't really beneficial to them at all. If anything, it can become a safety hazard, just because if they do fall from that top layer, it's a good chance that they might break a limb in the process. So honestly, I wouldn't even recommend it. And then as well with this, unless you take out, a way that you can kind of get around this is because it has wire mesh on the sides, you can't really put a lot of bedding into here. So you could go back and cover this and like put like some type of sheet behind it to keep it from being able to seep through, because bedding is going to fit through this. This is literally ½ an inch for the little wires, so bedding is definitely going to seep through there. So I definitely recommend just either covering it completely so that you can actually put a lot of bedding in here, or just removing this part like all together and putting something else instead. Another option that you can do if you already have this, or you really want to get it anyways, or you're already in the process or anything like that, is because I mentioned being at the top level of this cage isn't safe for them, you could, when you build this, not add that into it. You could just leave like 1 layer if you want to, and it would be like a little bit more safer. Just make sure when you put that bedding in, because we already know how many inches it's supposed to be, definitely make sure you're putting in enough bedding, that way you're like evening it out. And you could honestly put so much bedding in to where it goes almost close to where the top level is, and then that should be like a pretty good adequate amount. Just make sure, obviously, because you'll realize you can't open up these doors that they have for like the bottoms. You won't be able to open those if you have so much bedding in. Everything's just going to fill out. So it does look like they have a door opening at the very top, which is what you would definitely need when you're cleaning this out. So I want to look at some of the reviews to see why people are liking this or what they're not liking. It has a oh my gosh, they have a 56% 5-star rating, only 10% for 1 stars. A lot of customers like the appearance, easy to assembly, the size. They mentioned that it looks awesome, easy to assemble. They said some complained about the versatility and quality of the product. They said the wood is extremely soft and chewable, and that the materials are cheap and flimsy. So that's exactly what I was mentioning. Just because you might think it might be good because it's wood, honestly, hamsters will chew through that. Rats will chew through it, and you can literally see it in their pictures. Oh my gosh, literally, my hamster escaped. Not chew proof. Don't buy. Why is this under the 5-star? Is this under the 5-star? No, it's under 1-star. It says, I'm so incredibly upset. Our beloved family Syrian hamster escaped due to this poorly designed cage. Within less than 3 weeks, she chewed a large hole and escaped. I haven't seen her since. It's been 2 weeks and my family and I are incredibly upset. This is literally what I was saying. They're gonna chew through this so fast. I would not recommend this cage. And for $90, you really could make something yourself. Or $90, you really are so close to at least getting like Night Angel Bigger World. And then you could have like your coupons as well. I knew that like they're gonna chew through this. It's not good. But I will read one of the 5 stars reviews. It says, I love the item, but my only issue was the wood is very, very cheap. My rats are starting to bite through the cage, sadly, even without the toys in it. But the wood is cheap and smells like the stain. It smells like the stain pretty strong. It's pretty flimsy, but if you don't plan on moving it a lot, it's pretty nice to look at. Definitely worth around 100, not 120 plus 20 shipping. It did arrive in a few days, which is pretty quick. Just for hope buying an expensive item will have free Amazon shipping. How can you rate something so high if your pet that you are keeping them in it are able to escape or are able to bite through and destroy it? I don't know how you can rate that so high. Next cage I'm going to look at is the Oibo 3 tiers large hamster cages, glass hamster cage habitat with open wire top. I'm not reading all this. This is $236. How large is this? Is this like a 10 size gallon tank? Because it doesn't look, well, no. Oh, they got 2 different size options. You got a 20-inch length by 12 width, which we already know we don't care too much about width. So 30 inches long. Well, 20 inches long, or you can have a 20 inches long, 20 or 30. You look at it and you're like, this is good. This looks good. The only thing that I feel like is kind of a waste is when you get to the top half. At this point, you might as well just get an aquarium because the top half isn't actually functionable, and if anything, you don't want them walking on that material anyways. And you can see what the ramp material is made out of. You don't want your hamster being able to walk on this. This can create bumblefoot, which is also the reason why we don't use wire mesh wheels. It's the exact same reason. So you don't want to have this as part of their hamster cage. Oh, we only have 12 inches for each height. That means most hamsters have an 11-inch wheel. So you might run into the issue of their wheel not being able to fit inside of this hamster cage, because the average hamster wheel is like 9 to, most people get like 11, 12-inch wheels. You will definitely run into the issue of not having enough space to put your hamster wheel in here, and then people are gonna want to buy smaller wheels so that it can fit, of course. And obviously you don't want to do that, because then you're making your hamster not even want to be able to run on their wheel, and you're also creating health issues that can come from that. That is crazy to get $200 hamster cage that's not even adequate for your hamster. This hamster cage is so bad. I like the bottom part, but at that point, like I said, you might as well just get a tank and call it a day. But they do say it's true proof, which I can believe it's true proof because the bottom part. But I will say you will probably have your hamster bar biting. Bar biting is a little bit different. Bar biting is just when they're stressed out and they need more space, a little bit more enrichment in their cages. So they'll do it because of that. So if your hamster is bar biting, then that is them literally trying to tell you that, hey, my hamster cage is not good enough for me. I need more. So this one has 63% 5 stars and 7% 1 star. So like I did the other cage, I'm gonna read one from each and see what people are saying. Customers like the quality of the animal cage, saying it's well designed, it has a glass bottom. They say it'd be a beautiful upgrade for a hamster. They like the mesh rims, saying they're not well made. Customers also like the value of this product. Okay, so here's a 5 star. It says gerbils like to chew more than hamsters, so they cannot be in plastic cages like a hamster cage. This is perfect because it combines the glass cage, which gerbils need, and the wire cage for attaching water bottles and exercise wheels. Also, the upper wire cage allows you to see your gerbils more. It's fairly easy to put together. This isn't made for that. This isn't made to like talk about setups. Here's one of the 1 star review. It says, at first really were pleased with this cage. Our gerbils were happy burrowing and climbing. Within 5 minutes of being in the cage, one of our boys got his claw stuck in the fine metal mesh and was hanging upside down, unable to get free. I'm so thankful we were watching him when it happened. The next cage we're gonna look at is the hamster cage wooden, 32-inch mice and rat habitat. This is $139. Now this cage literally just looks like almost like another version of Night Angel's cages. I don't even have to really read this one too much, to be honest, because I can just feel like this honestly is probably a good cage. And the size actually looks pretty well good. It literally looks like the Night Angel Vista. Like slightly different, obviously. It's actually really nice. You know what I like about this one as well? I like that the top layer, this is how the Night Angel Vista is. And then this is how this one can be. This one is so actually cute. I like how the whole top part is like visible and doesn't have the border. The border doesn't make a big difference, but honestly for me, like, I don't know, it's just an appearance thing. This cage is actually really nice, and I see why people are liking it. Customers like the size, easy assembly, and the value. They mention that it's big enough, has a lot of space. They're also happy with the appearance and quality. However, some customers have reported durability issues with the cage. So here I'm going to read a 5-star review. It says, worth the money if you're into a hamster animal hobby. This is it. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? What is a hamster animal hobby? What does that even mean? It's so easy to put together. The wood is heavy, smooth, and sturdy, but light to move. Hamster weather secretes what they need is important for help to maintain the environment for them. My moss is beyond Moses. I was like, what? It's beyond happy and it's incredible to look at. I'm very happy with the creativity of this enclosure and how easy it was put together. Oh my gosh, your hamster cage is, wow, you can tell they really care for their hamster. I feel like whenever you see this or like shelves of these, you just know they really care for their hamster. When it's like really like jam-packed like this, you can tell that they actually care to like take care of their hamster. And you can tell this cage has plenty of space. They even have the Night Angel Will up in there, and there's still plenty of space. The 1-star says, this cage in my opinion is worth half the price listed. Sure, it's big enough, but the overall quality just subpar. Many of the pre-drilled screw holes were unfinished, and in 2 cases just non-existent. I am handy, love building things, about to get my drill with the cage. I got the enclosure for my tarantula so she had more room to roam, and it's falling apart already. The plastic came off the back of the cage and almost took my little spotty out. Wow, why is there so much space? Look, I'm gonna be honest, guys. Numbers for like measurements aren't always my thing, so sometimes I really have to like see it and like compare it to know. But it does not look that small. I'm surprised someone says too small. We're gonna look at one more of these cages. It's another Oiby large hamster glass cage. So we already looked at one of theirs. This was one of the ones that Absolute said did not do because it had the Meyer Wedge. So they have something else. Let's see what it's looking like. This one is $219. And this one also comes in different colors. You have a white and you have a black. The white one's actually really pretty. And it also has different size options. Oh my gosh. Look. It looks so small. The only one that looks like from the picture wise, like it might work for a dwarf. And I don't even think it worked for a dwarf because it still looks very small. It's a 32 by 18. But even this one honestly looks so small. Like, look at this. They don't have anything in here. I have that bridge. They don't have anything in here, and it looks full. It looks like there's not even that much space to run around in. Honestly, just by looking at it, I'll just say, go ahead and skip this one too. This one has a 61% 5-star and 8% 1-star. It says customers like the appearance and space of the animal cage. For example, they mention it's good looking, plenty of room for the hamster to go around, and perfect for smaller animals. They also like the quality and how easy it is to clean. I can definitely tell that this is definitely something that's easier to clean because of what it's made of. They said some are complaining about noise. What noise is this hamster cage making? I wonder if it's like creaks a lot. Oh, it is pretty small. Okay, so you could definitely put a lot of bedding up in here. Not a lot, but you can definitely put like more than like the typical 2 inches of bedding that some people be trying to squeeze in. But you do have to be careful because you see here, the doors are literally right here and it looks like it opens right here. So that means you can't take the bedding past that. So if you ever want to like add to it, you definitely can't do that. They said they like how large it is and one for having the glass tank at the bottom, easy to clean. They said the top part of the tank is helpful because some of the hamster toys require a typical cage to screw pieces in. I agree to that. A lot of hamster cages like these, you can't put anything on the walls exactly to hook on like how mesh cages do, because a lot of hamster cage, oh my gosh, a lot of hamster toys are hanging toys. So I will also agree to that. But I don't know. I have a past and like my hamster was bar biting back then. So like honestly, whenever I see that, I'm like, no, cut it. Like I don't even want to like, and I know I provide enough, but I don't even want to give that option for them to bar bite. Like please, like it scarred me. The one review says, for the 1 star says, glass came broken, that corner edge and cage was extremely hard to assemble. Do not recommend. I feel like I wouldn't even mind glass, to be honest, unless you just know that like there's gonna be a lot of kids around, or you feel like it might just, honestly, like someone said the glass came broken at the corner. I was gonna say this next. When you're shipping glass, it's so scary because the odds of it breaking or cracking is so high that I just honestly try to avoid ordering anything that's glass, to be honest. Those are all the hamster cages I will be going through in this video. Like I said, I'm getting my hamster soon, so I thought what better way than to basically take you through the entire journey all over again than to show you hamster cages on Amazon that people are thinking that they are the best rated or the best ones that you can get from there. I am so surprised. I haven't seen anything on there that was like, you have one cage that was pretty close to Night Angel, but I feel like Night Angel is so raved about that I'm surprised that like there was not one on there for the top like 5 that was listed right there. I'm genuinely so surprised about that, but it was nice to be able to see different cages that I haven't seen in a long time because I haven't been able to have a hamster, so I kind of just stopped looking because I just haven't been able to, so there was no point for me to like get it like wrapped up in my brain. But now that I'm going to get one again, I can have wrapped up in my brain. I'm so excited again. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you would like to see my next video, be sure to subscribe and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.